Hey y'all, it's Indigo here coming at you with some 3v3 Grand Arena action. This is Season 8, Week 1, Round 1. The first 3v3 that we've had in a good while, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve as we all struggle to remember what works, what doesn't work, see what happens. So let me show you guys how things went down. We'll take a look at the board here. You can see what my opponent's got in store for me. Up top, he's got like a timeout team, lots of healing there. Padme, an EP team with Darkside, Bastilla, and Malik. Got some Nightsisters. A lot of typical things that you would expect for 3v3. I guess Padme was a little bit of a surprise, but that's what he's got up top. Down south, you can see that he's got his Galactic Legend Array waiting for me. He's got some clones, and he's got some Geos. That's fine. I expected he would put Rey on defense because he's got both of his Galactic Legends. So I saved my Kylo just for this. So if you guys are hoping to find a budget counter for this team, you won't find one. If you don't have a Galactic Legend yourself, chances are you're screwed, or you're going to have to multi-shot it. But, that's what you get for paying for a Galactic Legend and getting it unlocked early in time for this 3v3, I guess. So now we all get to fight each other, and yeah, it's fun stuff, let me tell you. I saved Watt. I figure Watt is probably the single best character that you can throw in with a Galactic Legend to give yours just that extra bit of oomph. I don't know if the Health Cube is the best. That's the one I put on him there. Or if I should wait, and put the tank tech maybe on him. I'm debating between those two. But you do want to be able to keep him nice and healthy and keep his protection topped up. I honestly think maybe the tank tech will be better because it just restores more protection. And your health, you're going to get that back from health steal anyway. So you really don't need 5% from what the health cube gives you. So you can see it's just Kylo now. Watt has died, so I'm just going after them. Thought I could maybe take Rey out, got her down into the yellow. She keeps going. I keep regaining some health, some protection. This is why I think maybe the tank tech's the way to go, just because you get more protection whenever you do get your turn. Right now, I'm just trying to go and build up that ultimate ability. Luckily, this is not an ultimate Rey, so I just got to tank it out till I max out my ultimate ability and then just unload. So that's what I'm going to do, and that way I'll make sure I don't die. So we got it maxed out now. I'm just going to click that ultimate. Kylo drops the helmet. There goes Rey. There goes one of the bros. Just got the last one to do. There he goes. So not clean by any means. It's going to be messy, but 51 banners is fine with me. One shot that. For Geos, Geos are easy. Okay, I've taken my Traya and Scion, who are now both Relic 7 and properly modded, against 5-man, or 6-man Geos, and with plenty of relics on them. So if Traya and Scion can duo those, they can sure duo a team of 3 or 4 if you count the Brute. So it's not too big of a deal. Spy doesn't seem to be able to charge up fast enough to get around to his big hit. So you can kind of just tank it out. Same strategy, isolate the Brute. Then try and take out Brute Alpha as fast as you can. I got my Held by Hatred, so Scion's not going to go anywhere. Alpha's gone, and now it's just cleanup. And if you save Scion's AoE, then you could use that there and kind of take them all out at once. But that's not necessary. I was able to get through it just fine. 53 banners, that's perfectly fine for me. Last one to worry about is them clones. I didn't want to mess around here, so I thought, I'll go ahead and just use CLS here. I've seen a lot of people in other matches put down clones. And in 3v3, you don't want to mess around. You want to be able to get through it, not underestimate them. And definitely don't forget about making super clones if you come up against Rex lead or Fives lead. You want to make sure that you still take out 5s first, which is what I did. I didn't want to end up fighting super clones and losing half my team. So took out 5s. Now I'm working on the others. Got Echo out of there, and now it's just cleaning up Rex. And that's it. So 53 banners for them, and that puts me through to the back wall. Can see what he's got back there. Thought he might have his Kylo back there, but it turns out that he did save it. So he's got not a lot of much. I mean, weak stuff. A Karth, some Jedi, a Wig's Rebel team, and the other NS. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of Nightsisters on defense split into 2 teams. So that'll be fun, just playing for that. Everybody's got 2 teams of Nightsisters. So we're going to go up top. Check this out. This is that EP, Darkside, Bastilla, and Malik team that's pretty popular because I think I saw it on Klesso's video for this round. And then, of course, I'm facing it here. And then one of my patrons, Johnny Cron, went up against the same team. So me actually doing this battle gave me some intel as to what works and what doesn't work. And you can see that this gas team definitely does not work. There's too much just stunning, and I wasn't sure who to go after first. I was trying to take out EP because I thought if the lead wasn't there, then it would be an easy cleanup for next time. But I was stuck behind Malik Taunt, and look at that. They just took me right out, and I didn't even make much of a dent. So that sucked. Let's go after some others, get them out of there, and see where we're at. So next up, we'll go after this Padme team, and I'll use my Darth Revan here. And go ahead and use Darth Revan, Bastilla Fallen with HK. If you can get away with HK as the third instead of having to bring Malik, that's going to be ideal because then that'll let you save your Malik for something else, like a solo if you can. That would be great. So you can see that they're not having any trouble. Against Padme, you can just go on, do everything you normally would do, and you can rip through this team like nothing. So no problems there at all. 53 banners. Good with that. Now I got my own Padme for Nightsisters. And this is something you're going to have to decide. When you've got 2 Nightsister teams to deal with, you got to decide, what are going to be your counters. If you're only used to using Padme, let's say, you're going to have to come up with something for the second one. So for this one, since I had Daka in there and Zombie, I mean, that's a lot of the annoyance that comes with a regular Nightsister team. So I just want to make sure that I would be able to kill them. I would be able to do an AoE that would be able to get to everybody. Put healing immunity down and whatnot from Anakin. So Padme's fine. I just want to make sure that I always keep the protection up. Because without it, you're going to get stunned or whatever. And Asajj is also going to cleanse it whenever she heals. So the important thing on here with 3v3, the turns come back around pretty quick, is keep an eye on that. Make sure that you're always saving one of your cleanses. I got GK in there and I got Padme. So I want to make sure and save like a cleanse or something I can do that's going to give everybody protection up. I don't want to get stunned, so I just got to be mindful of that as I go. And so I worked on killing Asajj, trying to get Daka out of there so that way the revives will stop. You do have a hard time building up stacks of courage just because your buffs get dispelled constantly. But I was able to get rid of Daka there, so that's going to stop the revives. There went Asajj. Now it's just Zombie to deal with. So it does take a minute, but you can get them down. And I was able to get 51 banners, which, good enough. So here's that EP, Bastilla Fallen and Malik. And I cleaned it up with this JKR, Grandmaster Yoda, and Hermit Yoda. And if you guys are wondering, it works good for a first time around too. It's not just because, you can say you weakened them the first time and now this works. No, if you have Jedi Knight Revan and you see this team and you want to one-shot it, you can use Jedi Knight Revan to do that. That's what my guy Johnny Cron did for his match, He said it got dicey, but he was able to pull it off with a 53 banner win. So proof is there that this team will work the first time around. So now that I know that, you know, the next time I come across this team, which I'm sure will be sometime in the next, 4 weeks, I'm going to see it again. That's when I'm going to use Jedi Knight Revan against this EP Bastilla Malik team. Because it is kind of deceptive, but it is difficult. But still given that extra potency and that extra defense, and just all the fear that your characters have to deal with, very, very frustrating. And you don't have the 4th and 5th characters to bring like Jolie or Zaris or something for extra healing and reviving or extra damage. You just don't have that. So you got to make do with what you have, and you've only got 3 characters. So this is, the 3 that I brought, JKR, Yoda, and Hermit Yoda. You do have to keep an eye on Malik. Since there's nobody to ability block him, he's always going to be able to get off his moves, his different specials, and that drain life. So the reason I brought Hermit Yoda in there was to make sure to keep everybody's health topped off and put a little bit of protection back every time. And that way, as long as he's restoring protection, you can see my Grandmaster Yoda just tanked out another drain life. As long as you got some protection, Malik isn't going to kill you all the way. So you just got to hope everything lines up and you get drain life when you have some protection. Try and keep the foresight up, try and keep tenacity up, things like that is going to help you navigate your way through this team. It's just things you got to be aware of. And aside from that, I'm trying to put as much damage downfield as I can, get Malik out of there. It's finally finished him off, 34 banners there. So it would have been nice the first time around, but I was able to clean it up, got him down. The last team up top, check this out, is the Zaris with Vandor and L3, and all of them are relic. I thought, I already lost once, so my opponent, you saw what he put down. It's kind of some junky stuff. So I figure he's just going to one-shot all my stuff anyway. So what do I have to lose, by trying this? So I went with Kira Nest. They're really tanky, so I'm not sure that was the best way to go. Didn't know if that's going to be, a thing, if it's going to work or what. Speed it up a little bit because it does take a while. Tried to play it manually. I was hoping, Nest's offense would build up and she would strip enough buffs here and there that she would power up a bit, get the big hits in and be able to start KOing these guys. Because there's only 3 of them you got to deal with. And Vandor can't bring Zaris back. He can only really bring L3. So I'm focusing on trying to get Vandor out, and then eventually trying to get Zaris out. Trying to figure out who I should take out first. It's a struggle, but let's cut to the chase here so you don't have to watch the whole thing unfold. And look at the time winding down. I finally was able to get Vandor out. I had put on auto. That way Ness can do her thing as fast as possible. And look, she's going after Zaris now. Got her in the yellow. She just keeps healing. It's like so frustrating. Finally killed her. There's like 12 seconds on the clock left. You can see she's going after L3. Keeps getting hits in on L3. Got her down to the yellow. Got her stunned. Got her down all the way to the red. And timeout. Like 5 more seconds maybe, she would have had her. So that doesn't work. If you see a team with all relic, Zaris and L3 and like Vandor or something else, don't try to put Nest in there unless you got more damage than I do, because that Kira Nest did not work. So I threw in just leftover first order. You can see L3 down in the red. No big deal. Probably could have undermanned that, but just wanted to get it done at this point. Figured this first round of 3v3s, some good time to practice and try things out. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to try to win, but still going to practice and see what's what. So here's another Nightsister counter for you for their secondary Nightsisters. This one relies on Mother Talzin lead to bring them back once you kill the 2 side ones. You got Mother Talzin's lead bringing them back whenever they do a basic. And that's fine. You got to watch out for Acolyte. You don't want to bring in a team that doesn't have a good amount of AoE damage. That way, Acolyte's going to be under stealth, and you'll be just stuck. They'll keep cleansing and healing, all that good stuff, and there's nothing you can do. So I don't have that here. Plenty of AoE. Got Thrawn, got Vader in there with the dots. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. You can see they tore through this team pretty good. 53 banners there. So I'm good with that. Next up is the Karth team. Standard counter for Karth. My resistance aren't quite there yet for Galactic Legend Ray. So while they're in progress, it's a good time to use them against a team that I know they'll beat. So this is me reading Resistance Hero Finn's kit, because I have no idea what he does and what all that Inspire stuff is for. So I'm learning that now as I go. I got him up to like Relic 5 and learning how to integrate him into my JTR team for the time being until I can go after Galactic Legend Ray. So I just got to read his kit and find out what move does what. And I don't even know. I think he heals and does stuff. I thought, okay, I'll bring him. Maybe he'll heal my team up. That way I'll get full health, full protection. But that didn't work. So I got 52 banners there. Good enough, I guess. So this is, you saw when I took in my DR team and I brought HK earlier. So I saved my Malik, and look at what I did. I brought Malik against just that Jedi kind of leftovers team that he's got. And you're going to see these in 3v3 a lot. So probably one of the keys you want to look for is chances to solo. Any kind of opportunities that present themselves where you can solo a weaker squad. Because some people are going to put down synergy squads that, here, I'll put my leftover resistance or leftover FO or something else. Those are ones that you might be able to take solo Nest or Wampa or like this solo Malik here. You can see that he tore right through them for 56 banners. It's a good opportunity to boost up your score by a couple extra points. Now I'm just taking out that Wigs Rebels team. Let's get them out of there and finish clearing this map. You know, put this match to bed. I was doing this match at night before I actually went to bed and figured my opponent would probably attack overnight. Hopefully. I hate when they wait till the last minute. I like to know. Whether I win or lose, I want to know. This is me just taking a Bastila lead against his Rebels. If you say Bastila for offense, using her as a lead is good because she pads that extra protection and that makes sure that they don't lose protection and they don't lose health. So you get perfect banners for a match, which is very helpful in trying to maximize your score. So for ships, he's just got an AA Falcon fleet. Nothing fancy, nothing special there. I got my negotiator. I took in 3 reinforcements just because. So I got 63 banners on that instead of 64. But that's still fine with me. Beat everything, you know, beat all that in one shot except for the ones that I showed you. I got 24-30. So I don't know if that's a great score or what. Everything that's worth a damn, I pretty much kept for offense. I had no idea what was going to work and what wasn't. So I went to sleep, and this morning I woke up. My opponent had cleared the board, and he really only struggled on one team. One team went 3 battles. So he dropped like 30 banners in repeat battles. Other than that, he lost all the rest of his banners in efficiency. So I guess I stripped some really good banners off his battles, and I got the victory. So I was able to try a couple things out and still win. So hey, that's pretty good for getting back in the 3v3 mindset. Alright, so we'll see you guys in the next round and see how it goes. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.